Hi everyone. So anybody who's seen other videos I've done or subscribers to my channel will know that I always rail against the corporate and establishment media. And the reason I do that is because they just don't tell the truth. They always miss out important facts or won't let anybody come on and question what the government is actually doing. They will only push a certain narrative. Um, and predominantly, I talk about US just because most of my views are from the US, and but it happens in the UK as well. This censorship of the truth happens, and I recently found the best example I've seen in a long time of censorship in the UK media. Just take a look at this clip. It's 1 minute and 10 seconds long. You will be amazed.
Do you think anything what we've heard from either Sergei Lavrov or indeed the Russian ambassador has made it more difficult for the UK to launch any kind of attack without putting it to Parliament?
Yeah, I think quite apart from all that, the debate that seems to be missing from this is, and this was actually mentioned by the ambassador, was what possible motive might have triggered Syria to launch a chemical attack at this time in this place. The Syrians are winning. Don't take my word for it. Take the American military's word for it. General Virgil, the head of CENTCOM, he said to Congress the other day, Assad has won this war, and we need to face that. So, and then you got last week the statement by Trump, or the tweet by Trump, that America had finished with ISIL and we were going to pull out soon, very soon. And then suddenly you get...
Okay, I'm very sorry. You've been very patient waiting for us, but we do need to leave it there. I'm very sorry. Thank you very much indeed. More to come on Sky News. Do stay tuned.
she, she must have had somebody screaming in her ear, "Get him off! Cut him off! Cut him off!" And she must have been like, "Well, where do I go? I don't care." They didn't even have anything. At least when MSNBC do it, it's done a little bit more subtly. It's more like, "Okay, right, thanks for that, and we'll move on." Or they'll go, "Wait, we've got to break in. We'll come back to you," and they never go back to them. In that instance, it's just like, "No, that's it. We're not having the truth on Sky News." There's nothing lined up. They just cut off, dead air, and then the break. I know I'm laughing, but this is serious. Actually, this is a clear example of how the media manufacture consent. That guy, his name is General Jonathan Shaw. He was the leader, used to be the leader of the British Armed Forces. To that guy, Jonathan Shaw, I salute you. That was brilliant. They must have invited him on. I'm actually going to try and send him an email and try and talk to him about this. But that guy was, they obviously thought, right, we'll do the same as MSNBC do in America. We'll bring on generals, and we'll bring on people from, the military industrial complex like James Clapper and all that sort of thing. And they'll come on and they'll be pro-war. Of course they will. He's a general. He's come on and just dropped the biggest truth bomb on them. Those are the questions I have been asking for months. That's what you've been asking, or weeks rather. That's what you've been saying. Why would he do it? Why would he gas his own people? That makes no sense at all. There you go. There's the former general of the British Armed Forces saying exactly what we've been saying for weeks. And Sky News are like, no, we can't have that. We can't. There's no room for truth on our channel. Sky News, you spineless, sorry excuse for a news channel. That was just awful. If anybody finds any instances, any clips like that, send them to me. The email's on the down below in the about section on the channel, or you can get me on Twitter. Send me the link, because one day I'm just going to do a compilation of all these. I think I've got about 10 already of instances where they've cut people off just as they're telling the truth. This highlights why we have to support independent media. Support independent. Most of us are not journalists. We're just people who like to get to the truth and get to the bottom of things. If you can afford to send me a few dollars on Patreon, great. If you're doing it for other people like Jimmy Dore or Secular Talk or Caitlin Johnston or any of these other, or Jordan Chariton, any of these other independent media outlets, then we need your support, because otherwise we've got no choice to either stop doing it or go down the route of getting corporate money. And as soon as that happens, you've seen what happened to the Young Turks. So that's all I'm saying. And if you can't afford it and you want to, support us. Don't send us money from your social security checks or your benefits payouts or anything like that. Okay, I'm poor too. I can't afford certain things like light and heat and rent, but I don't want to take your money. I would rather you support me by sharing and liking and spreading my audience. So I appreciate it. But no, don't. If you're poor like that, don't send money. And please send me any more clips like that you can find, because we've got to fight back against that sort of stuff. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell, otherwise you won't see any more videos from mine. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for your support. Peace and take care.